Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, this is the National Football League. We'll see Sam Darnold and the Minnesota Vikings versus Derek Carr and the New Orleans Saints.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall selection back in 2018 from USC. It's Sam Darnold.
And the thing with Sam Darnold is we know the skill set is there. May not be the most mobile or strongest arm quarterback in the league, but usually plays with really good poise and at his best, like a point guard in basketball, able to move around and distribute the rock.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Man coverage to start the game, and I expect we'll see a good amount of that. They trust their secondary to hold down the fort and let their pass rushers get home. And that's a good job right on play one.
Second and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years, and right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
And Carr's throw complete there to Perry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's Carr. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Jihad Ward from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Carr going to throw. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3 and out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
Back to throw, Darnold. That's caught by Munn. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Darnold.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To the air again, Darnold. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Now Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
To try here for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Into the hands of Perry, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, New Orleans.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. A beautiful fake. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Carr. The pass caught by Olave. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Saints.
Now Carr.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Kamara up the middle. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Kamara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Late groupie now for the extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. Now a 2nd and 10.
As they've got it as we resume action. To throw is Darnold.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Darnold. Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. An inside give to Jones. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Here's Darnold. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. So a 6-carry drive the last go-around, touchdown on the end of it. We'll see if they can duplicate that here.
I think that they would like to. I know every runner that we've ever met would love to carry the ball more and more and more. In fact, we keep a ball in the booth just for demonstration purposes.
You're holding it right now.
I'm going to give it to you. Is it heavy? Is it that heavy?
No, it's pretty light.
It's pretty light, right? So keep giving it to him and let him do his work. It's not going to slow him down.
If it's light for me, it's definitely light for him. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. To throw his Carr. And his throw is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Carr. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, New Orleans.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And the Saints 1st down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A 10th carry for Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Carr. And his throw here's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
Here comes the Saints punter now.
Brandon Powell deep for Minnesota.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now out comes Minnesota.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
They'll go again to Jones. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I'll bet there's just a big sigh of relief now, having finally gotten a 1st down running the football. They've struggled all game long. The defense has had their number. This may help their confidence moving forward.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now it's Darnold. Completes it to Powell. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. He'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
A
couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. He'll look to throw, and that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and a couple. Play action. It's Darnold. Being chased out left. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. The give is to Jones, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Darnold from the gun. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Open man, that's Month, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now it's 3rd and 3. Again, Darnold. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Vikings. Johnny Munt from 10 yards out. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Olave over the middle. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Shotgun now for Carr. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A final shot before the break. Darnold setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports halftime report. In that first half, it was the veteran Aaron Jones who had it going. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. One-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Carr. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive. Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw here.
Completes it to Perry.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. A give. This is Kamara.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Again, it's Kamara. Down to about the 22 here.
75 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now they'll throw with Carr.
Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 8-yard line.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he is now getting into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. Your little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
Groupie for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Darnold. That is caught. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
I tell you what, 3rd and 10, you look over, and you've got that punt team getting loose on the sideline. So that puts added importance on this play. You certainly don't want to see them on the field. And after a couple of incompletions, 3rd time's the charm as they get the hook up here and pick up the 1st down.
Darnold on 1st down. He gets it to Addison. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. Darnold to throw again. That's caught by Munn. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. To throw is Darnold. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Complete. Jefferson the target. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Flush to his right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now Darnold. He's got some room to operate. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson from 8 yards out. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Carr going to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Now, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
They didn't need much. They didn't get much. But what they did get was enough for a first down.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Darnold. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Darnold. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. Jones is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Extra point forthcoming. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And able to get this out to the 25. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Carr. He completes it to Olave. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
On the ground, Kamara. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 108 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and a couple. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to have it here just past the 25. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
On 2nd down, Darnold. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Well, obviously, the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit, too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 9. Darnold from the gun. And now he's stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief, because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done, but they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it, and that's exactly what they did.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. To throw his Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Carr. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Carr, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. This is caught by Addison. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Brought down by Willie Gay. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Now this airmail to the sideline. It's incomplete. And there don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing his car on third down. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly. And what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.